Hey guys, this is Susan Fullmer. I'm here at my sit spot and I came around the other side of the lake. Let me look at. They're there. The ducks and geese are floating in and out. Last time I was here, it was quiet. They weren't talking to me or each other at all. And today they're a little more talkative. You hear that? Have you ever meditated with animals, birds? Sure. I highly recommend it. They just have a calming, peaceful energy already. That's just where they exist. I was going to say we're living in hard times, but that is such an insufficient statement. So let me just say, I know this sounds not possible, but it's really important that we find our peace, that we find our safety. We don't all live in safe spaces. So I'd recommend do the best you can, reach out for help, find ways to calm your nervous system. A lot of times not a lot of times, but sometimes the unsafety we feel is from our brains and our heads. Perhaps there are beings or humans or whatnot that would like us not to feel peace. And so they prey upon us with fear-mongering. I flat out refuse to listen to anyone who fear-mongers. You can find good information without listening to that kind of low vibrational words. It just is not good for us. It affects our nervous system. It affects our sleep. It affects our health. It affects our relationships, and I can go on and on. If you find yourself to be an anxious person or someone who, shows any kind of signs of stress, and any more these days, I'm not sure if any of us don't, but we can mitigate it as best we can. I know I've talked about this before, and I hesitate to be redundant, but intuitively this is what I feel like I should be saying. But also it makes sense because there's just so much going on right now. Big shift in energy. There's some really good and exciting things happening. And if you're not aware of that, I would challenge you, encourage you to seek out those information sources. And I hesitate saying that because the number one important information source is within ourselves. That is where we discern truth from our intuition, from our spirit guides, from our soul or higher wise self, whatever you want to call it. That is where truth is found. That is how we can discern if what we're seeing and hearing is based in any kind of truth. And I would encourage you to only, involve yourself with people, places, organizations, events, and so on that are authentic, that are transparent. Okay? There's a lot going on. There's a lot being revealed. There is more to be revealed. And this is tough stuff. When you have believed your whole life in a certain thing, and all of a sudden you find out that's not it. It's crushing. So take care of yourself. Find trusted people, places, organizations, events where you can be lifted up, where they don't focus on fear and blaming and separation. We are moving from 3D to 5D, which in a nutshell means we are remembering that we are one. We are not separated. All of that is a lie. And it's a designed lie to keep us quiet, numb and dumb, and continue to forget that we are powerful co-creators with the divine. Tough stuff to wake up to. But we're here now, each of us, because that's what we chose to do. Crazy, huh? We are here for a reason. We are here at this time to witness this historic. Nothing like this has ever happened in the history of the humans. This is historic beyond imagining. We are here because we begged to be here. The question is why? Okay, I'm here. Now what? So I challenge you to get quiet, meditate, walk in nature, whatever the thing is you do to quiet your mind. And just ask your soul, what's next? Why am I here? How do I create this new earth that's coming online? All right, I'm going to give you one more shot of these ducks, and I wish